A very good morning to you all. I am Dr. N. Rajashree, Assistant Professor of Economics, Pingil Government College for Women, Vadapalli, Warangal. In today's class, you are going to learn about the role of small-scale industries in India. What is a role? So you can remember, what is a small-scale industry? Small-scale industry is an industry or the industrial units having the fixed investment in the plant and the machinery of how much, say, rupees 25 lakhs, but not exceeding the 1 crore. Okay, the investment they have to invest within this range, na, then that industry can be established with that capital amount. And next we can see what is like a small scale unit is normally a one-man show. Okay, even in case of partnership also, the activities are mainly carried out by active partner and the rest are generally sleeping partners. So you can remember a small scale unit is normally a one-man show, and also you can remember the partnership, in case if the partnership the activities are carried out, na, then the active partner and the rest will be a sleeping partners. So that you have to remember what is about the small scale unit. The next we see the role of small scale industries, how it is playing. So you can remember in a developing country like India, okay, ours is a developing economy. The role and the importance of these industries is a very significant in terms of poverty eradication, employment generation, rural development, and creating regional balance in promotion and also the growth of various development activities. So what is this? So then in introduction part, you can remember in our economy, the role and the importance, how it is playing. So it removes what? Poverty we can eradicate, employment generation also it provides, and the development, rural areas will be developed, and creating the balance in promotion and also growth of various developmental activities. So try to remember that it clearly shows that importance of small scale industries in economic development. We have to develop our economy. How the economy will develop? The only the large scale industries during British rule, they gave only importance to large scale industries. So here they neglected the small scale industries. Got it? So here, in order to develop our economy, small scale industries must be developed. The small scale industries have been playing a very important role in the growth process of our economy since independence. Okay, but much importance during second and the third 5-year plans, na, they gave importance to large scale industries only. So here we can discuss the first point, that is in role the small scale industries generate the employment opportunities. Yes or no? When an industry is established, it provides the people they require to work in that industry. Okay, so what happens with that? The people, they'll get an opportunity to work in that sector. Okay, so with the establishment only it is possible to generate the employment. So for the establishment, the capital investment is based. So within that limit only, they have to establish that industry. You got it? So try to remember that, because ours is a what, a labor intensive economy. Means what? Labors, large number of labors are there and less of capital is there. Okay, so Indian economy, like what you have to remember, we have more number of labors and less capital we have. You got it? So remember, the basic problem that confronting the Indian economy is increasing pressure of population. Day by day, the growth rate of population is increasing on the land. The need is what? To create an opportunity, an employment opportunity, because to establish a small scale industry, we don't need skilled workers. Okay, with unskilled workers also we can establish an industry. So with that, for unskilled workers, they'll get a chance to work in this industry. Okay, so they generate the huge number of employment opportunities. So with only the one industry, it generates employment. 3.2 lakh workers, they'll get an opportunity if an established, like roughly can remember that. Some lakh peoples are employed in that. Okay, if the establishment of a small industry, some people, they'll get an opportunity to work in that. So what happens if they work in that organization, or if they work in that industry, they'll get this income. Okay, no doubt they'll increase the production in that industry, and if there is an increase also, we can see the contribution to our GDP. Okay, so try to remember small scale industries, it generates employment opportunities. So naturally the people, the standard of living of the people increases. When the standard of living of a people increases, when the income levels increases, when you are getting good income, then automatically the living standards and also the life expectancy will increase. If they are not getting the income, where is the question of increasing the standard of living of the people? There is no chance. Got it? So with an establishment of an industry, so naturally you can remember it generates the employment opportunities. So here we don't need the skilled workers. For the unskilled workers also, they'll get a chance to work in the industry. Okay, and no need to import the technology also to establish a small scale industry. Got my point? And the next we can see the enhance the mobilization of resources and entrepreneurial skills we are telling. Okay, what is this? Enhancing the mobilization of resources. Whatever we have the resources, we have to utilize. How we are going to utilize the resources? With the entrepreneurial skills. And why? What is this? And who is an entrepreneur? One who organizes. All and sole responsibility is vested on that person only. Because if you see the factors of production, land, labor, capital, and organization, all the four factors are there. But all the four factors, we need to produce the commodities, no doubt. Okay, so here the entrepreneur skill is very important. The entrepreneur, he takes the responsibility, how much of land he has to use, and how many neighbors he has to use, how many laborers he has to appoint. Okay, and how much of capital he needed for producing the commodities. So try to remember the land, labor, capital, and organization, all the four factors are needed. For what? For these factors are needed to increase the production. Okay, how they'll increase? Because here resources in our economy, we have abundant of resources. We have abundant of resources, but what is not there? Proper utilization of resources is not there in our economy. So for utilization purpose, we require the capital, we require the technology. Got it? So capital is required, and also the technology is very important to utilize the resources. Okay, so here whatever we have the resources, we have to increase, we have to enhance the resources, whatever we have, and also the entrepreneurial skills also, because the small entrepreneurs will improve the social welfare of a country by harnessing the dormant and the previously overlooked talent. So you can remember, whatever we have, the huge amount of untapped resources are there, are being mobilized by the small skill sector for the development of the economy. So try to remember that small entrepreneurs plays a very important role in developing, in utilizing the resources, because they plan how to do, what to do, and what type of resources they have to utilize, and how to use everything. They'll plan. So accordingly, what they'll do, they'll increase the production. So proper, here we require entrepreneurial skill is very important, because whole and soul the production is vested on which, on the person itself. Got it? So try to remember the small scale industries. In order to develop the small scale industries, mobilization of resources are very important. Got it? And the next we see the facilitate equitable distribution of income, we are saying. Okay, the small scale industries ensure equitable distribution of income and also wealth, as the Indian society is largely characterized by more concentration of income and wealth in the organized sector. Okay, and here keeping unorganized sector undeveloped. So only they want to develop the organized sector. And what about the unorganized sector? They are least bothered to develop the unorganized sector. Because what? There is a concentration, only one side it is. The rich are becoming richer and the poor are becoming poorer. Okay. So due to the fact that small industries are widespread and having a large employment potential. So try to remember, if small industries are developed, automatically some people they'll get, because if you see in agriculture sector, we have a seasonal unemployment. Only for some months they'll work and another months they'll be idle. So here if a small scale industry is established in that particular area, they'll get an opportunity during the off season period. Okay, during the off season period they'll get a chance to work in that industry. So with that, what happens? There will be an equitable distribution of income. So with what they are getting this equitable distribution of income? With only the small scale industry establishment. Because you can see in agriculture sector where people, they are only just for 6 months they'll work, another 6 months they'll be idle. Okay, so try to remember, the small scale industries facilitate the equitable distribution of income. Okay, and next we can see regional dispersal of industries. Okay, what is this dispersal of industries? So here you can remember, the people, they migrate from rural to semi-urban areas, okay, to the urban areas, and the highly developed centers in search of employment opportunities. And here we can see that in order to earn a better living, okay, a migration, from what the people are doing, they're migrating from villages to urban areas. A shift is taking place from one sector to another sector. Why? In order to live better living, which ultimately leads to many evil consequences of overcrowding will be there, pollution will be there, and the creation of slums will take place. So try to remember, people with the migration because of moving from one place to another for better living purpose, that leads to what? Overcrowding. All these like problems will be there, because from villages they are going to cities. So what happened in cities? Overcrowding and the pollution and other problems will be there. It's very difficult for the to survive in for the city. Those who are staying in cities also, they'll have the problem. So this problem of an Indian economy is better solved. Okay, no need of depending only they should not move from one place to another. So if an industry, if there is an opportunity for them to work, if the government is providing, or if they are establishing a small scale industry, what happens? No need of moving from one place to another. Got it? So here the problem will be there in cities. Okay, so here you can remember that the problem it creates. And here you can remember that the Indian economy is better solved by the small scale industries only, which utilize the local resources. Whatever they have, the resources they have, they can utilize it, and brings about the dispersal of industries in various parts of the country. And with that, it promotes what? Balanced regional development, because only some areas are developed and other areas are not developed. So if these industries are established, no, they'll not have any problem. So no need of going from one sector to another sector, or sorry, one region to another region. They should not change. Got it? So here problems will be there in urban areas. So try to remember that regional dispersal of industries, no need of balanced regional development can be taken place. And the next you can see, provide opportunities for development of technology. It's a very important. It provides opportunities for the development of technology. The small scale industries have tremendous capacity to generate and also absorb the innovations. What is this an innovation? Invention of new things, new technology. Okay, they provide ample opportunities for the development of the technology, and the technology creates, in return, it creates an environment, okay, conducive to development of small units. So it also facilitates the transfer of technology from one to another. As a result, the economy reaps the benefits of improved technology, because we no need of import the technology. Whatever we have the technology, now it's an opportunity for the people to use the technology and increase the production. Got it? So here you can remember that the small scale industries, no need of importing the technology from other countries. Whatever they have with that technology, no, they can make some improvements in increasing the production. You got this point? And the next we can remember under this role of small scale industries, it promotes the exports we are seeing. What is this exports and imports? Exports is what? Exporting is what? When the commodities we are producing more, na, what we'll do? We will export the commodities to other countries. Surplus when you are producing. Got it? For the, like, whatever we require in our economy, if it is sufficient, na, there is a chance to export. So when we are exporting the commodities to other countries, what happens? When we are exporting to other countries, we get the income from other countries. So naturally what happens? The balance of payments position, it improves. Okay. Before that, we used to import from what is that agreement BL 418. We used to import during crisis period. We used to import the food grains from other countries at enormous rates. We used to import. Got it? So every year when we are importing the food grains from other countries, what happens? Always we should not depend on other countries, because when we are producing the commodities, when with our skills and talent, na, when we are producing more, automatically when we can export the commodities. When we are exporting, na, it's an index for our economy to develop. It is for the development. That is, India is a developing economy, we are saying. So try to remember that the small scale industries promotes the exports to over the years, and also it contributes 40% of our India's total exports. Thus, they help in increasing the country's foreign exchange reserves and thereby reducing the pressure on the country's balance of payments. So is it clear, and you got an idea about the exports? What is an export and what is an import? You have to remember, when a country is producing more commodities, that country will export commodities to other country. Okay. And what is this import? When other country is producing, because whatever we have, we are not producing all. Okay. We are sending some commodities to other countries, and we are getting other countries are sending some commodities for us. Got it? So here the small scale industry, now it promotes the exports. That is, it creates 40% of our Indian exports are it is contributing. Naturally, our balance of payments position will be favorable. It should not be, it will not be unfavorable. When we are exporting, we get the income. Got it? And the next you can see, support the growth of large industries. Why? How it supports the growth of large industries. The small scale industries play a very important role in assisting bigger industries. Yes or no? Because the planned activity, whatever we have for the development work, na, it will be timely attended. Whatever we have according to the activity levels, how we have to develop, how it supports the large scale industry. If small scale industries, like suppose say a sugar cane industry can take. Okay. So the raw material we require from the agriculture sector only. From agriculture sector only, we are taking the raw material and we are producing the sugar. That is sugar cane. With the sugar cane, we are producing the sugar. So try to remember this. They support the growth of large industries by providing the components, whatever they need, the components and other semi-finished goods required by them. In fact, small industries can breathe vitality, we can say that, into the life of large industries. So overall, you can remember that support the growth of large industries or the large scale industries. What's supporting here? The small scale industries are supporting. Okay. Then next you can see maintain better industrial relations we are saying. Okay. How? We can maintain a better relation with we can maintain the relationship, industrial relationship with other countries and other things. So here with the employer and employee, okay, employer and employee helps in increasing the efficiency of employees. Yes or no? By cordial relationship. So what happens? Reducing the frequency of industrial disputes. No need, if you have the dispute, what the people, the boss says like, no, you have to do like this and that. Then if there is an, what is that, dispute, the work will not be done by the people. They will not do. Okay. So if we are a mutual employee and employee, they'll have, if they have the mutual relationship and understanding, na, then automatically the work will be completed within the time. That relationship is very important. So if you are maintaining that relationship, then only it is possible to produce more commodities, and also in a positive manner they'll take into consideration and they'll do it. If you just if there is any dispute now, the work will be under pending only. Okay, that you should not take into consideration. So try to remember what are the points you have to how the small scale industries are playing a very important role. So first you can remember it generates the employment opportunity, and it mobilizes the resources and the entrepreneurial skill and equitable distribution of income also, then regional disparities of industries, and provides opportunities for development of technology and utilize indigenous organizational management capacities, and also it promotes the exports and support the growth of large industries and maintain better industrial relations. So try to remember that the small scale industries role. And the next we see what are the problems. Okay, what are the problems are faced by the small scale industries. So here the first you can remember the problem, finance. As you all know that finance is a lifeblood of any organization. Without finance, no organization can function. Finance plays a very important role. Okay, effectively in the absence of this adequate funds, it is highly impossible to establish an industry. So financial facilities must be provided by the government. If the financial facilities are provided by the government, automatically they'll make some improvements. They can increase the production. Got it? So the small scale industries are facing the acute shortage of finance in India. So the scarcity of capital is there, and inadequate availability of credit facilities are there. So these are all the major causes you can remember uh, in small scale industry. So what you are going to remember? Finance, availability of finance or provision of credit facilities to the people. That is one problem. If financial facilities are not provided, we cannot establish an industry. Nowadays, people giving much importance to development of cottage industries only, village and handicrafts. For that, for those only, the government is giving importance, and also people also they are investing in those industries. And the next you can see the raw material. That is also very important. Having an industry is not so important because simultaneously they need the raw material also. Yes or no? If inadequate quantity and the poor quality is there, then where is the source of development? Even the supply of raw material, if it is not on regular basis, it is a problem. because for the industry, whatever the things are required, if it is like the government supplies or the producer supplies within the time period only, it is possible to establish, to increase the production. So if the raw materials availability is not there, so automatically what happens? All these factors affects the functioning of the units. So try to remember, the raw material is also a problem for the small scale industries. And the next you can see the idle capacity. What is this idle capacity? That is underutilization of installed capacity to the extent of 40 to 50% in case of small scale industries. Various causes of their for this underutilization and the shortage of raw material problem. Okay, this is associated with the funds and even the availability of the power. That is also very important. Small scale units are not fully equipped to overcome all these problems, as is the case with the rivals in the large scale sector. So the ideal capacity, that is also fullest utilization must be there. If it is underutilization also, it's a problem because they are spending so much of amount for that. So when you are not utilizing fully for that, so automatically the industry will be under crisis. And the next is what? The next is technology. So here the technology, if it is not fully exposed to the latest technology, then also it's a problem. Suppose say in agriculture sector, technology, mechanization process is taking place. Still they want to plow with bullock carts only. Then what? Where is the question of increasing the production, and also they are wasting the time. Okay. So here they have to utilize, they have to use fully, they have to use the technology. Then they should not use the obsolete methods. When they use the obsolete methods, then the production will not increase. So for that purpose, what is required? Again, the finance is required. Who has to provide it? Only the government has to do it. So they are in no position to compete with their better equipped rivals operating modern large scale units. So try to remember that they must expose to the latest technology. No, we don't obsolete methods only being used means it's a waste of time. Okay, the modern technology upgrading, you can see in suppose in service sector, you can see the technology is playing a very important role. Banking system has technology, it has been modernized. Okay, you can see the sector wise growth. Communication system has become faster. Everything we are doing online process only. So nowadays technology is playing a very important role. So we have to update our knowledge also. No, if you are if you want to use only the old methods, then naturally your production will decrease, no doubt. Then what is the use of spending so much of amount on that sector? Now everything has modernized. The technology has been changed. So accordingly, even you have to change it. Got my point? So that is also a problem. If they are using the outdated, then they will not increase the production. And the next you can see the marketing we are saying. What is this marketing? After producing, what they have to do? They have to, small scale industries are also, that is marketing, they'll have some problem because they are not in a position, the people, to get the first hand information about the market. If they are not getting the first hand information about the market, what happens? There will be competition, taste and the liking, disliking of the consumers, the prevalent fashion. With the result, what happens? They are not in a position to upgrade their products, keeping in mind the market requirements. They have to study. The marketing is a must because what type of goods they need, those goods must be provided by the producers. And if you take the example of watches, key watches we used to have. Now the technology has changed. The modernized watches they have to manufacture. The TVs also you can take. So you have to see, a person, a producer has to see what is there now in the market, for which commodities there is marketing, the people are consuming. They have to make a study. Then accordingly, the producer has to produce. You got my point? So here you can remember, they should know the first-hand information is very much needed, because for launching a new product now, first they'll make a survey, whether it is, you can say mobiles also nowadays, smartphones. Everything else, the technology has changed. The first they'll take the information, first-hand information they'll take about the products and other things, about the tastes, what the people are liking. They have to see that, and they have to manufacture only those commodities. Okay, liking and the disliking. Many people now, they are not using the ordinary phones. Everybody are using smartphones only. So if you manufacture those commodities, now what is the use in the market? It's a waste. Okay, so here you have to see the marketing. So you have to keep that in your mind. What type of products they have to manufacture, what goods they have to produce, whether they will have the demand or not. That also you have to see. Then only there will be demand for your products, whatever you are manufacturing. Got my point about the marketing? Try to remember the point about the marketing. The next is about the infrastructure. What does this infrastructure? First, you should know the meaning of infrastructure. What is this infrastructure? Development of transport, irrigation, power, banking. So all this comes under infrastructure. Got it? So here, the infrastructure facilities are inadequate. Okay. So if it is inadequate, it's very difficult for the small scale units to run in backward areas. Okay. So inadequate and inappropriate transportation and the communication network now will make the working of various units all the more difficult. So all these factors are going to be adversely affect the quantity and also the quality of production schedule of the entrepreneurs operating in these areas. Thus we can see the operations will become uneconomical and also unviable. That is very important. This is also a problem. And the next, the project planning is also very important. The entrepreneurs, like they do not touch much significant to the viability of the studies. A problem faced by this is poor, and the project, if it is not good, what is it, a planning, then the project planning plays a very important role. Okay, they do not bother to study the demand aspect or the marketing problems, then sources of the raw materials and even availability of proper infrastructure. Before starting the enterprise, they have to see all this. Then only it is possible for them to increase the production. So try to remember, they have to study the demand aspect, they have to see the marketing problems and the sources of raw materials, whatever they require, and even the availability of proper infrastructure. Before starting an enterprise, they have to see all this and they have to establish. It's not an easy thing to establish an industry. Even the facilities are there or not, also they have to check it. Because if you are establishing near a long, what is it, about 10, 20, 30 kilometers away. So the facilities are there or not also, you have to check it. Then only it is possible to you can send a product to one place to another. It is possible. Problem, you will not face any problem. The raw materials are convenient or not also, you have to check it. Okay, and if it is proper infrastructure only, the facilities are provided in that particular area, then only you can establish an industry. So the project planning also is very important. How, where, they'll give before only, they'll give the plan. Got it? They'll give the plan and where and what and other things are there or not. They'll make a survey. accordingly what they'll do, they'll establish at that particular place. They'll see the climatic conditions also, whether it is good or not. Okay, the project planning is very important, and if it is not correct also, then the people, they have to change the project planning. Nothing is proper, but they have to change it accordingly. They have to change, and they have to make the changes. And then next you see the skilled manpower. What is this? Skilled manpower. That is also a problem. A small scale unit located in remote backward area and may not have problem with respect to unskilled workers, but skilled workers may not be available there. Skilled manpower is also very important, because in this small scale sector, unskilled workers will be working. Okay, but skilled workers are not available in this particular area, then what happens to your production? You cannot produce. The skilled workers may be reluctant to work in these areas, and the entrepreneurs may not afford to pay the wages. That is also very important, and other facilities demanded by these workers. So here, when in the remote area, remote backward area, when you are establishing an industry, then for the skilled worker, like we may not get the skilled workers to work in that particular area. You got my point? And then the last one, we see the managerial competence. What is this managerial competence? It's nothing but the many small scale units have turned into sick. Why they have become sick? Due to lack of managerial competence. Proper like management is not good. Lack of managerial competence on the part of the entrepreneurs. An entrepreneur is required to undergo the training, yes or no? When he wants to establish an industry, he has to study where and what and how and everything that he has to plan. Okay, and the counseling for the developing his managerial skills. It's not a very easy to establish an industry. Okay, then and there, like within a short period, they cannot establish. The managerial competence is very important. Entrepreneur is required. Why they'll give, suppose if you get a job, what they'll do? First, the training facilities, training classes they'll give. At a stretch, you can't work. Even the IAS officers also, they'll give the 6 months training. What to do and how to reduce the stress and other things. Everything they'll plan. In the same manner, an entrepreneur is required what? He has to undergo the training. How he has to produce. Everything he has to plan. And the counseling for developing his managerial skills. That is also very important. So if it is not proper, then what happens to the production? He will not produce according to his wish or will. So try to remember the points. What are the problems the small scale industry is facing, and you can go through the role of small scale industries in India. Okay, so try to remember the points, the role, and also the problems faced by the small scale industries. Thank you very much.